south of downtown Los Angeles.
Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup
between the Las Vegas Raiders
and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On second and a couple, Jones, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 15.
49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Jacobs.
And he's is going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Jacobs again.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Throwing Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Josh Allen drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Now Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50. The 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Russell Gage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
offense set to get this drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off play action. Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they can't bring him down. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Jones throwing on 1st down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones eluding the pressure right. Making the catch is Sternberger. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
68 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And his throw's going to be
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage.
And that'll make it third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you...
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted.
Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline.
And this is caught. He's got a touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Check down to Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
DeForest Buckner, all-pro defensive tackle there on the stop.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Space to run past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 17-14.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Stafford looking deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage.
But it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Play action. Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Tanner Muse in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
93 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Jones. Coleman has it here right side. He juked him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Off play action. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Looking to throw. Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here this close to their goal line.
A final shot before the break. Stafford.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trailed as we get back underway.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for him, because is it going to...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Trey Flowers picks it.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to John Ross.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Jones on first down. That'll be complete to Breida. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, and for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a...
And got his man complete.
And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And now it's second down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw on second and 10. Stafford. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Russell Gage with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Jones.
They'll get this to Coleman.
The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get a guy into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back. But in this case,
that's not his role.
No, not ultimately, because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that play would have been spectacular. Instead, he turns it over.
Yeah, a big play, all for naught. Flushed out right.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now it's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But now it's 3rd and goal. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. He'll buy some time right. And he's got the hook up here, complete. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
They find some open field here. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Webb to throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. A play fake. Now Webb.
Open man is Duvernay.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now here's Ross. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Jones now to throw on third down. Drops it off for Coleman. And some space here. 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted.
Tanner Muse with it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th.
He was brought down by Darryl Roberts.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And now it's third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. He's going to air one out. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Off play action. Jones finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And it's taken in at the 9. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.